wonder if you would just introduce yourself and say who's in your family for us.
Okay. Jenny, Amy, Kristen, and me. I got brother-in-laws, Joe, Rob, and Dan. And we're going to have a third baby coming in town.
I think the most important thing I could ever say to families is allow yourself to dream. And don't limit yourself. When Lisa was born 43 years ago, there was not a lot of information out there about Down syndrome. There was not a Down syndrome association. We went about looking for current information. I think that's what parents need to do, to get information, to hook up with other families, to find the resources in the community that are going to be good for them. And those change over time. There was a time where Lisa was living on her own for probably about 7 or 8 years in her late 20s and early 30s, and things seemed to be going pretty well. And then my parents both got sick, and it pulled my husband and I away from really supporting Lisa. And then my mom died, and Lisa and my mom were very close. And you just don't know how they're going to react to situations like that. And then we were reaching out for counseling services for Lisa to help her get through a loss. We came to Future Is Now kind of at a big turning point in our lives. My husband had passed away, and I saw the information on Future Is Now, and it was like, it just really resonated with me that more than any time in our lives, probably, we really needed to think about future planning and what our life was going to look like as a family, and what Lisa's life was going to look like from now on. Sometimes there's no way to look ahead and plan for everything along the future, but you just do your best as you go along. You have to be flexible. It's not a straight line. It's not a straight path. You may think you're headed in a certain direction, and there's going to be bumps along the road, whether it's for your child or your family, your other children, your extended family. All those things can impact. The one thing that we did do after the Future Is Now is we brought people in Lisa's life together for a path or map get together, invited people that were service providers for Lisa, family members, extended family members, co-workers, to come together. And really it felt like basically for me to say, hey everybody, Lisa is very much worth any kind of effort we need to put in, and let's all get together and make a better future for her. And that was just so helpful. The other thing that I did learn in Future Is Now is caregivers caring for themselves. It just never really, I think, occurred to me until we were there to hear that, to hear what other families were dealing with, and to realize kind of like I'm no use to anybody if I don't take care of myself. And I think that was an important piece that we learned there too.